And welcome back to the Word of the Mouth show. We do have word from the viewer, and I'm reviewing NonStop. Now, this was directed by Jaume Collet-Serra. It is starring Liam Neeson and also with Julianne Moore. Now, in this film, Liam Neeson plays an air marshal who is being framed for the hijacking of a plane that he is working on. He's attempting to thwart this hijacking at all costs. So let's go right into the review of this film. For acting, I gave this a 4. Now, there are some very great actors in this film. Liam Neeson is great, Julianne Moore also great, and there's surprisingly a good supporting cast that all play a pretty good part to this movie. With plot, I gave this also a 4. This really surprised me. Now, coming into this movie, I thought I was going to get your typical hijacking of a plane. I thought it was going to be a little bit predictable, better yet, just a great action film. But the storyline is good. Some holes here and there, so I really couldn't give it anything more than a 4. But I think just the simple fact that this was a little different from some of the hijacking movies that we have seen before, and it really kept me going. Kind of annoyingly, because I'm pretty good at picking out who's suspicious or what doesn't fit in, and they really covered bases with who they had being the one in the end responsible for the hijacking. So you're definitely going to be on your toes on this one. So I really had to just humble myself and take an L and give this a 4. Now, for entertainment, hands down, I got to give this a 4.5. Really almost gave it a 5 because you're really kept just tuned into the movie. It's great action. It's great for suspense, good mystery. You really get a lot of twists and turns. Every time it seems that you might get a resolution, then you're thrown into another loop. So just on the entertainment value alone, this got to get a 4.5. This is something I definitely would see again. And this is one of Liam Neeson's better films. I love Taken 1, but this one could actually be my favorite film of his throughout his whole career. But hey, this is my synopsis. If you don't believe me, I'm going to go to word from the viewers, and I ran into a good buddy of mine, and she's going to come in next, and you'll see it in just a moment. And welcome back to the Word of Mouth show, where we have word from the viewers. Now, I ran into my good buddy Elise, and she was with me while we viewed NonStop. Elise, tell them what you thought of NonStop.
Action-packed, really good. From beginning to end, I really enjoyed the movie. It was very suspenseful. I would recommend it.
Did you think, what was your best part of the movie?
Best part had to be when one of the stewardesses, Nancy, kind of helped him take down the bad guy. I really thought she did a good job helping out, even though she got hit.
Even though she got hit?
Even though she got hit in the head. But she overall helped him kill that. Well, I shouldn't say anything, right?
You're giving out a spoiler. Don't give out the spoiler.
Helped him out. Helped out.
Okay, so this is a Liam Neeson movie for an older guy. You know, he's big with action. Would you rate this as one of his best movies you've seen him in outside of Taken? What would you think about that?
I would say yes. It was a lot less predictable than Taken. Who the killer ended up being, or the bad guy ended up being, just came out of nowhere. You know, it was left field. It wasn't anything as predictable as I feel like Taken is to me. So I think it did a good job.
Okay. So normally I like to give the movie 1 star out of 5 star, with 5 being the highest, of course 1 being the lowest. What does Elise rate the movie?
I rate the movie a 5. I would tell anyone to see it. I enjoyed myself.
5 out of 5?
5 out of 5 to me. For an action, suspense, thriller movie, yeah. One of the better ones that I've seen.
Okay, so we have 5 out of 5 from my good friend Elise, and I trust her. She's a pretty good critic when it comes to movies. She's someone that I turn to. So, again, 5 out of 5 from my good buddy Elise. That's word from the viewers, and we'll be right back with my view and my wrap-up of NonStop when we come back on Word of Mouth. And there you have word from the viewers with my good friend Elise. Again, not just a trusted friend of mine, but she's also pretty good with movies, so she is one to trust. So as a movie recap, she gave the movie a 5 out of 5 stars. Acting, I gave this movie a 4. For the plot, I gave this movie a 4. And for entertainment, I gave this movie a 4.5, which is going to give an overall score of 4 stars for this film. Again, this is going to be action-packed. One of Liam Neeson's greater movies. Great plot. Very mysterious, very suspenseful. It's going to keep you guessing and keep you on your toes. This is one that you definitely don't want to miss. Overall, my favorite of 2014 so far. Well, there you have it. Next week, I'm going to be reviewing 300 Rise of an Empire. That's going to be exciting. I'm going to have a special guest from my contest that the Word of Mouth has hosted that will be featured on this show with me. So again, for your #1 source for entertainment news and movie reviews, this is the Word of Mouth Show. I'm your host, Montrel, and I'll see you next week. And remember, stay tuned.